Minecraft Legends was released in April 2023 for all current gaming platforms. Developed by both Mojang and Blackbird Interactive, those two studios were carrying a colossus of an IP with this new spin-off title. Minecraft, literally the most sold game ever. No wonder there was orchestral music, 16 languages in which the campaign was voiced, a Minecraft Legends event in Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, and even merchandise like a creeper fridge. Minecraft Legends just was a big deal, man. Wait, was this whole intro in past tense? No! It can't be! Despite all the energy that was poured into Minecraft Legends, it only took a few weeks for the player base to die completely. And despite feeling unfinished after only 9 months, the game received its last update. So today, in Minecraft Legends memory, I want to explore where it all went wrong. Why did Minecraft Legends fail? For those who haven't heard about Minecraft Legends or don't know much about it, it's basically a Minecraft spin-off similar to how Minecraft Dungeons is its own game. In Minecraft Legends, your goal is to save the overworld from a piglin invasion. And that's the story. They just appear out of nowhere and behave a little bothersome. So the hosts of this world summon you, out of all people, to take on the task of leading the battle against the piglins.
Welcome.
Visually, Minecraft Legends looks a little like Trove, and gameplay wise you'll feel very familiar with it if you've ever played Pikmin and Age of Empires. In that sense, it's a real-time strategy game, except that you have a main character that takes control of all the units and structures instead of a mouse cursor doing that. Throughout the game you'll send different units into battle to push back the piglins. You do this by destroying nether portals that allow them to invade in the first place. They're spread all over a procedurally generated island with different types of bases. Some are fortified, some wide open, and others in difficult terrain. So far so good, right? However, Minecraft Legends was released in April 2023 and only 9 months later, in January 2024, it received its last update.
Stay tuned, because there's more updates to come.
Originally, this wasn't the intention. It was clear very early on that something wasn't right with the game. Player numbers were great initially, but then suddenly plummeted to a low hundreds and now resting below 100 players. And despite a few smaller updates, the numbers never recovered again. Considering the high efforts that were put into this game, like the art direction, musical efforts, the marketplace, monthly challenges, and making sure the game is available in as many languages as possible, it's clear that the game wasn't finished yet. There was a lot more to come. I mean, just look at the Minecraft Legends merchandise. They really went all in with this. Plushies, action figurines,
Man, he's gross!
Lego, shirts, a creeper fridge, and at one point they even had a giveaway for a gamer PC that's shaped like a First of Stone, or another one that's shaped like the unbreakable piglin boss. That's right, I said or. They only gave away one of them. So somewhere out there, there's still one of these lying around. Huh. So you say you have the other gamer PC?
Yeah, some guys brought it in a few months ago, and it's just been sitting in my storage ever since.
Nice. Can we take a look at it?
Yeah, sure, man.
Oh.
Yeah, it's actually just a PNG file.
Yeah. But in the end, rumors have it that management from either Mojang or Microsoft saw the abysmal numbers and ordered to shut down the project much earlier than planned. Sadly, understandably so. Players generally found Minecraft Legends to be rather boring and forgettable. This reflected in many player reviews as well. Personally, I felt the same and even made a video about it, but at the time I was still able to look past its flaws and recognize all the effort behind Minecraft Legends. I knew there had to be a lot more planned for this game. But as Minecraft Legends is still a young game, I have faith that the developers have a lot of exciting stuff planned for the future. Oh, I was so naive. I still have milk in my pantry that has lasted longer than Minecraft Legends has. Ew. Ugh. When the end of development was announced, there was a bit of a discussion around properly finished games and live service games. You know, remember when games were just on these shiny pieces of garden decoration that went into your computer and then they just worked? Or sometimes not. But I don't really have to go into detail about the state of the industry today for you to know what I mean. Games release buggy messes, sometimes feeling unfinished, or withholding content on purpose as a strategy. For the consumer, it's an annoying practice, but I can at least understand it from a business perspective. It's nice to be able to put something out and gradually fix it and improve it instead of having to focus on perfection from the get-go. The company makes money right away and players get early access. And Minecraft Legends felt exactly like such a game. Unfinished, but with a foundation strong enough to suggest that there's much more to come. Whoa, summer 2023. It's like it was yesterday, man. I remember playing this every day. Oh, Minecraft Legends. He was so young when he started with microtransactions. I paid 50 euros for it, 10 of which were just for a skin. Instead, it released with the worst side of these business practices, as an expensive, unfinished game with microtransactions that got abandoned because it wasn't profitable enough. But all of that doesn't really tell us why the game failed and why so many people found it bland and boring. Personally, I think the real reason for that is due to Minecraft Legends not really knowing what it is itself. It's having a constant identity crisis. Sure, it reminds me of Pikmin, but for quite a while I wondered why Pikmin is so much fun and why Minecraft Legends on the other hand falls completely flat. I mean, there are clear parallels where you control units, command them to attack other monsters and structures, all while you in essence play as one character that by itself doesn't have a lot of impact. But here's where I realized the difference. Contrary to Minecraft Legends, in Pikmin every enemy you encounter is its own strategic challenge. In one instance, you must only use blue Pikmin, because they're the only ones that can go into water. In another, you better have red Pikmin ready, because otherwise your squad will get burned to death. And then, with Wally Hops for example, you have to time your attacks right, or else you'll get squished. And that's just me explaining the most basic threats in the game. I didn't even mention the bosses and their troubles, because why would I? Minecraft Legends left the chat a long time ago. The depth it gets is basically as if you sent Pikmin to fight other Pikmin. That's it. Sure, there are some stronger mobs, some of which behave differently from the rest, but due to them being one of many units in the masses, it's just additional noise in the battle rather than a strategic puzzle. So that made me wonder whether Minecraft Legends wasn't originally instead planned to be a top-down RTS game like Age of Empires. I mean, there was even a Minecraft Legends event in Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. You know, similar to the town centers, the portals of the piglin bases stand in the center of their territory. And perhaps that really was the intention with the game, but to make the game easily playable on consoles as well, it has become what it is now. That doesn't mean it had to be bad though. Both Age of Empires 2 and 4 are technically playable on console. I mean, in theory, you can also play Gran Turismo on a gamepad with your feet. But jokes aside, the console adaptation for this traditionally keyboard and mouse focused genre is really impressive. And games such as City Skylines and A Wandering Village have proven that it's not only possible, but also a great way to play. So it's not necessarily the gamepad controls that are the problem here. It's the fact that Minecraft Legends is really weak in terms of strategy. It just throws random types and amounts of enemies at you, kind of defeating the purpose of countering certain units with others. At some point, you just pick the one that works for you and leave others behind. But not only are the waves of enemies random, but in general, everything about the game is random. Which brings me to why Minecraft Legends isn't even a Minecraft game. By now, we're more than aware of the obvious differences, like creepers being friends, diamonds spawning on the surface, and the game being in a different genre. Yet, for some reason, Minecraft Legends does many things that its bigger brother did without really asking why.
Minecraft Enriquez Legends! Look what I found in your jacket! Do we really need to talk about this?
The biggest offender being that Minecraft Legends worlds are procedurally generated. But why? What for? In Minecraft, every world is its own adventure with different circumstances. Sometimes you spawn on a deserted island, other times in a literal desert. One time you feel creative and build your own base, another time you take over a village to operate from there. But Minecraft Legends is always the same. It's an island with the Well of Fate, your HQ, in the middle and the rest around it. It's a linear game that doesn't want to admit it's linear. And even the most boring activity I can think of in Minecraft is actually fun if put against Minecraft Legends. Strip mining. Yeah. Basically, mining straight in a line. You can't tell me that's fun, right? But it is! In Minecraft Legends, you know exactly where each resource is, namely in its respective biome. Once you need that resource, it's just a tedious ride away from obtaining it. In Minecraft, however, at least there's a sense of surprise and reward. Like, yeah, I'm just digging straight for an hour, but man, I still get excited when I find diamonds. Resource management is so tedious in fact, they at some point just let you have free resources from a chest in the villages, which I find such a missed opportunity to make villages upgradable. Like, they give you a certain amount of coal and iron per minute or something. Just anything different from this pointless mechanic. Another great example of how underutilized the game's features really are was at one of the Horde of the Bastion's bases. For some reason there was no entrance to the base at all due to how it was generated. We looked around the whole thing but just couldn't get in. Overall, Minecraft Legends doesn't make a lot of use of its building feature beyond creating defenses or crossing natural obstacles. We did however try to mess around with it a little, by for example standing on top of a well house that was being built, just to see what would happen. And as it turns out, it's a cool little trick to quickly climb up to higher places, and with this knowledge we managed to cheese our way into the fortress in the end, which admittedly did make for a very enjoyable and rewarding experience. But remember, it's not a puzzle game, so no fun allowed! In general, the game would have been miles better than what it is, had it adopted a similar level system like its recently deceased cousin, Minecraft Dungeons. Instead of being open world, it could just be a collection of different specific scenarios. Those would guide you through dense forests, valleys, riversides, caves and so on. And like in Minecraft Dungeons, those paths could be randomly assembled while keeping the original idea the same. You can basically play the same level over and over again, but will be greeted with a different layout each time. The boss fights and crucial areas, however, stay the same. This adds to a great replayability. Translated into Minecraft Legends, this could be basically you starting off in a random valley, following a river, where you battle piglins more and more, until you get to their fortress. But the next challenge here is to find out how to get inside it in a creative, puzzle-like way, similar to how we did it in our previous example. From there you destroy the nether portal and free a village, and that was one level. In another instance, you start off in an actual village. Yes, an actual village as we know it from Minecraft, with houses, walls, fields and so on. Random generation basically created featureless villages with no strategic challenge. So imagine instead a place with roads, alleys, marketplaces and all sorts of corners, like Minecraft Dungeons has them. And your task is to protect it from waves of piglin attacks. And then, in between those waves, you fortify key areas to help with your efforts. And that's another level. All of this is kinda funny, because they actually kind of did something similar. In the Lost Legends you had challenges that got added on a monthly basis. At least monthly is what they were trying. In one challenge you're a llama, freeing their friends. In another you're fighting waves and waves of piglin attacks. And in yet another it's a boss fight. They all have interesting twists and can be really enjoyable. Especially in the Piglin Waves one, I've been able to use big armies quickly and experiment with buildings I have rarely to never touched. It's fun! And this is what Minecraft Legends should have focused on. I mean, for real, in a promotional video for Minecraft Legends, this is what they have to say.
So the whole idea with Minecraft Legends, of course, is that it is a legend. What we're trying to convey with this story is that it is one of many stories of the overworld.
Wouldn't the vague narrative of a legend have fit perfectly when told through many different levels that are and aren't tied together? You know, stories adding to each other to become this legendary tale that is Minecraft Legends. It's a real missed opportunity in my opinion, and I know the potential was there. The Myths mode. Here's where we should have expected content generated by other players. I happen to have bought a few for another video and I was completely caught off guard. It gives us a glimpse into what Minecraft Legends was really capable of. Apparently it could just turn into a side-scrolling platformer. Or an actual tower defense game. And even a hack and slash adventure. The game engine is capable of so much that it would have only taken a few creative people to keep the game alive with amazing creations. But with content creators, they didn't actually mean that you and I could build our own levels. They didn't even mean that selected people could build levels. No, for some reason only a studio from Seattle called House of How ever made any levels for the Myths mode. And yeah, they were cool but mediocre at best. I genuinely don't know how this concept was messed up this badly, but it was. The Myths mode ended up being a complete joke, a sad joke, showing that Minecraft Legends had potential to be something diverse and fun, but sadly never opening up to actual content creators. In the end, after 9 months, I still didn't find the updates interesting enough to come back to. The content they added feels more like some quick patches you'd see in the second month of the game to prepare for the upcoming major update. But instead we got Rideable Frog and a few new enemies. And by the end they let players create custom campaigns. Which I have to admit was slightly amusing at times, but just feels like they're saying,
"Ah, darn it, we don't understand what makes games good. Quick! Add custom campaigns. Just let the players do whatever they want. Maybe one of them will accidentally fix Minecraft Legends."
The reason I keep saying Minecraft Legends had potential is because it did. But what's the value of potential if it's not going to be used? People can tell you all your life you have potential, but if by the time you're on your deathbed you still didn't do anything with that potential, that's not potential anymore, it's just sad. I wish I could say it was a great game, that it had grown into something much bigger than we all would have ever imagined, that Minecraft Legends had redeemed itself from the joke it has become. I wish the companies behind the game had shown real passion and supported it through its rough times so it could shine. I wish... But yeah, in the end it turns out it was all just a legend. Or rather, a BS tale that never happened. So yeah, that's the end of Minecraft Legends. 5 years of development just completely down the drain. It's like the moment it was released, it was just completely neglected, almost like they never fully committed to it. And sure, no one really knows who this was made for, but maybe precisely that vagueness would have been so great if, for example, it had a map editor and that you could share the levels that you create. I really think it would still be alive if it had something like that, because the Minecraft brand is kind of known for its creativity, and that it's not included is just such a weird thing to pass on. And despite having made 3 videos where I very harshly criticize the game, I actually like Minecraft Legends. It Like, these videos really come from a place of frustration because I really think it could have been something cool, but yeah, it's just so sad to see it end in only 9 months. And honestly, I feel like this is the end of the story. That's where it ends. So usually I really like making my videos with scripts and I never really talk into a camera like this, but today I thought I would make an exception because the channel reached 10,000 subscribers. Woohoo! And for this I wanted to thank you all for watching, for liking my videos, subscribing, and especially for commenting. I really love reading all your comments, be it positive, be it negative, constructive and destructive. They're all very amusing to read, and sadly I don't always have the time to respond because I also work on the side. But I've been really happy to grow this hobby out a lot more, and just be aware that there are always videos in the making in the background. I'm trying to focus on quality so they can take a bit longer, but if you have suggestions, let me know and stay tuned for more.